Hey guys, just said hi behind camera.
It's more of a California howdy.
California howdy, yes, as usual.
Y'all are number one.
Yes.
Yes.
So, how is everybody doing this week? Or this past week? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Gorgeous weather.
Yes.
We, Dave and I, as we did film forgeries last weekend. This weekend, it's just a mix of stuff on our table. Dungeons and Dragons. The dragon from Dungeons and Dragons. King Kong and Godzilla. And then we got the Power Rangers, which the King Kong and the Power Rangers and King Kong, Godzilla, and the Power Rangers actually have a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. But then Dungeons and Dragons, I love dragons. If anybody, I love things that fly. For some reason. Hey, look, I'm even.
Yeah. Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going. What is that? Western. No.
Shang-Chi.
No. It's some gun. Yeah.
That's all.
Not Lord of the Rings. The other one.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
I don't even watch the show, and I even know.
Yeah, it's just right on the tip of my tongue. Game of Thrones. There we go.
Game of Thrones.
My Game of Thrones shirt. So
Yeah.
dragons and more dragons.
Yes.
So alien creatures and all kinds of stuff. Alien rocks, according to what Power Rangers go by, depending on the movie. So how is everybody doing? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Any questions, please holler. As you see, Heroes for Kids Comic-Con 2026 is in the works, which is the July 18th and 19th at the Park Center. We are celebrating America's semi-quincentennial.
No, you still got it wrong.
See, I still got it wrong.
Centennial.
Semi-quincentennial. There we go. Son of a. No.
No.
Or in the words of Ron Simmons, which we'll get talking about here, damn! There we go.
Yeah,
all
there
right.
we go.
I can say that because he's one of our guests. Or not one of our guests, but one of the guests at a show that we will be at here in a couple weeks.
Right.
And we'll talk about that here in a minute. So, again, Heroes for Kids Comic-Con presented to you by yours truly, Heroes for Kids and Villainous Grounds. The best, I will say this again, the best coffee shop in the world. I gotta boast about it. Again, for somebody that never drank coffee, and unless it was like the only thing we had in the house, I actually this is going to sound, I can't drink gas station coffee.
Right.
I cannot drink Folgers or any of that kind of junk. There's something about it that actually almost tears my stomach up. Villainous Grounds. Now, originally I drink now again, they do coffee, smoothies, fraps, cappuccinos, hot drinks, cold drinks, nitro drinks,
Hot chocolate,
herbal teas, yes. And Mary Jo bakes. Does all kinds of good stuff, and they've got my favorite thing, and a lot of yours, comic books. So that's where I get my comics from. But yeah, it's I started out drinking coffee. We've known them for 10 years, and I started out drinking just smoothies or chocolate shakes. I would drink just chocolate shakes. Then because of some health stuff that I have going on, I have to watch like the fruit intake that I take because of the iodine content in a lot of fruits. And there's a lot. And they actually went above and beyond to find a mixture of flavors that taste very good together, so I can have a smoothie. So they have and you can order it. It's called the Superman. So it's not on their board, but it's called the Superman. So go in there, ask him for a Superman, and it is awesome. It's delicious.
But they do have a dark night coffee.
Yes, they do have a dark night coffee.
Which will keep you up all night.
Yeah,
and-
you've done it.
Yes.
But then they've got something. One of my favorite drinks out of there is their dirty hot chocolate, which is coffee and their hot chocolate. Now, again, here's the big thing. They roast their own. They have a bourbon blend. Oh, my God. Delicious. Smells awesome, especially if you love bourbon. And I love bourbon.
Who doesn't love
Yeah.
bourbon?
So, but no, oh, and it really psychs people out when you walk in and you walk in with a cup of coffee and it smells like bourbon and everybody looks at you. Are you? No, it's fine.
Yeah.
All the alcohol's cooked out of it. Blah blah blah. It just, oh my God, the
Used to be
aroma
when you worked
is-
in the old courthouse, you just run across the street and grab something.
Yeah.
Now you have to hop in the car and drive down
Drive down the street.
Yeah.
But no, but I started out with just a splash of coffee in my hot chocolate. Now I've gotten to where I drink it normally how they make it. And yeah, oh, dude, I'm talking. They are awesome. Coffee connoisseurs, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can make it. Yes. So awesome. Check it out. Villainous Grounds. They're on Jackson Street here in Perryville, right next to City Tavern. So see, you can go have your red eye in the morning. You can get your breakfast in the morning, and then you can just step next door and sober your butt up with an awesome cup of Villainous Grounds coffee.
Right.
And then you can stumble across the street to CT, or not CT's, but to Mary Jane's and have your lunch.
Right.
So see, right there you go.
And then get your hair cut.
Get your haircut. Yeah, get your haircut. Walk back across the street. Get your haircut at Elders and
then, yeah.
So yeah, but no, Villainous Grounds
The
definitely.
man cave is no longer in business.
No.
Is it?
No, yeah, it is down in Cape. Yeah.
John moved over then.
Yep. So again, Villainous Grounds, awesome people. We want to thank them again, definitely. Mary Jo and David do awesome there, and a big shout out to Mary Jo and Jess, because they're the two that wrangle this circus.
Yes.
So
Big
I
Mama
mean,
1 and Big Mama 2.
yeah, I flat out. I mean, they wrangle this circus. So definitely look forward. And our beneficiaries for Heroes for Kids Comic-Con is the Missouri National Veterans Wall and Camp Hope. They've got their links down there. Check them out. They're awesome. Matter of fact, we may even try doing a little bit of that on this episode. And as you see down here at the bottom, I hate to show this to you, but actually I don't hate to show it to you because get your money together. We've got 137 days.
About 4.5 months.
Yep. So it's going to be awesome.
Down.
Moving that back up. I don't want to
Yes.
see it yet.
Yes.
All right. So this weekend, Jess and I, Sunday. Now, again, make sure you, move your clocks forward, isn't it? Or is it fall back?
Spring forward.
Spring forward, yeah.
Fall back.
So we're springing forward a little bit.
Right.
And Chris, we love you and hate you at the same time.
Yes.
Because we've got to get up. Now, granted, we do get an extra hours of sleep, but
Not this time.
so
Not this time. When you spring forward at 2 o'clock in the morning, or at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
goes to
yeah.
3 o'clock.
So
So
yeah.
you're losing an hour. of
I'm
sleep.
getting so
you
Chris, we
get
love you
earlier.
and hate you, but we're losing an hour of sleep.
Right.
So this weekend, St. Louis, Machinist Hall off of Bridgeton Road. We will be at Toyman Show, which it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a cool event. They have, if you know, let's see, he was in, well, I'll just pull up the photo here because I'm not going to mess with it there. Oh, come on. How is it? Why is it not working? Do. Yeah, I don't know why my tablet's not letting me enlarge photos. See all photos. Okay, back to it. Okay, I don't know what happened. But on Sunday, hey, my thing completely froze.
Yeah, I had that problem earlier.
Are we still live on?
Oh, yeah, we're still live.
Get back to here. That
We're doing
not
good.
good. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure, see what's going on here. Because it's not wanting to. There we go.
Time change. Spring forward.
That's a.
Yeah, that's the know-it-all boy.
Yes.
All
All right.
Talking about
Scooby-Doo. Surf 2. Grease. Grease 2. Mom Boss. Punky Brewster. Polar Express. Rockadoodle. Dude, that's a movie I ain't watched in a long time.
Yeah.
And I own it too.
Yeah.
But we have Eddie Deason, or Chris has Eddie Deason, that will be, and Kim Possible, or Darkwing Duck,
Yeah.
Dexter's Laboratory, The Brave Little Toaster.
He's got a lot of voice acting.
Yes. He will be in St. Louis at the bridge at the Machinist Hall. Son of a. Damn.
Yeah. So find a booth and booth it, okay?
Yes. We will be at the Machinist Hall with Eddie Deason
Yes.
on Sunday. Now, the cool thing about it is, let me find, Saturday. Let me find it. Actually, I will do this. Let me see if I can get out of here. Okay.
Hey, Jody.
Hey, Jody, what is up, brother? How in the heck did that happen? Now, I'm going to play this video. Maybe.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Yeah. Should give me a second, guys. Go ahead, Vince.
Okay, so anyway, who else have we got going on there besides Eddie Deason?
Eddie Deason is the only one we've got going on
So far.
Yes.
Okay. So, anyway, meanwhile, in other news, Man of Tomorrow, the sequel to the Superman movie,
Right.
starts filming next month.
I know.
He got something?
I
can't. So,
why can't I?
well, you look nothing like Corn Sweat.
Okay, but maybe I could be an extra. Hey, I'll be a stunt double.
You could be Zod or something. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I wonder what characters are going to have introduced this go around. You think? We know that he and Lex have to team up, sort of.
Yes.
Like Thor and Loki do, to take on the baddie. So.
Okay, got it back up.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
Now let me see if
it'll play to where we can hear it.
Hi, I'm Eddie Deason. You may know me from Saw 9 movies like Grease or Grease 2 or The Polar Express.
Okay.
Polar Express or War Games or Midnight Madness or Steven Spielberg's 1941. Or you may know me as Mandark in Dexter's Laboratory. You may know me as Mandark.
It's not going to work.
Eddie Deason. You may know me from Saw 9 movies like Grease or Grease 2 or The Polar Express or War Games or Midnight Madness or Steven Spielberg's 1941. Or you may know me as Mandark in Dexter's Laboratory. I will be appearing in a special event, the Toyman Show, Sunday, March 8th. This is a one-day show from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is at the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton, Missouri. The night before, this will be March 7th, Saturday night. We're having a special screening of Grease at the Rattleman Theater. That's Saturday night at 7 p.m. I'll be introducing the film and I'll be doing Q&A. Now, if you bring your stub from that screening, you can get in free to the Toyman Show the next day. So I hope I see you there. Denise and I will be there. I'll be signing all day on Sunday, and I really look forward to seeing you there. See you at the Toyman Show and see you at the Grease screening.
All right.
And he needs it. You may know me from
And
somewhere.
he does actually sound like that in real life.
Yes. So again, like he said, Saturday. Well, I mean, how cool would that be? Getting to watch the movie, doing a Q&A and everything. He introducing the movie on Saturday, the 7th. Getting to introduce the movie and watching the movie with none other than, Eddie.
Yeah.
From Greece. So that'll be awesome. And then doing a Q&A with him afterwards. And then again, like he said, you bring your ticket stub from the movie. Let's see. Ticket stub from the movie. And that is at the Ratman Theater. Go to ratmantheater.com. It is in O'Fallon, Missouri. So check it out.
Jessica Lynn Rogers.
So Eddie Deason will be at the theater, at the Ratman Theater in O'Fallon, Saturday night, March 7th at 7 p.m. and introducing and doing a Q&A for the Grease movie.
Right.
And then if you bring your ticket stub from the movie, you get into the Toyman for free. I mean, how cool is that? That's pretty cool. That is Toyman, which is the next day. Get to hang out with, get to do all your toy shopping, and then definitely come hang out with Heroes for Kids. Justin and I will be there. Now, again, we won't have any foam forgery stuff there. That will be, if you want your foam forgery stuff, come to Hannibal the following weekend. So we'll get to talk about that here a little bit. So Saturday the 7th, Ratman Theater, Eddie Deason introducing the movie Grease and doing a Q&A afterwards. Bring your ticket stub in the following day to Toyman in Bridgeton at the Machinist Hall, and you'll get in for free. So, I mean, how cool is that? So that is this weekend. Now, granted, because of some of the stuff, Jess and I would love to be there to see that. That would be cool. But yeah, Jess and I, we've got stuff here in Perryville to get taken care of for, again, us being there the following day. So, which is going to be awesome. Now, for the next one, the 13th of March 13th and 14th.
Right.
That is a Friday, Saturday. It will be, it's called Big River Comic-Con, BRCC. It is at the Hannibal High School, which the address is 4650 McMasters Avenue. Again, you're looking at 10 days away. We have celebrity Stephen Castino, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Ming Chen, Ron Simmons. So all of our football and WWE fans, Ron Simmons will be there. And then we have the awesome, talented actor Ross Marquand will be at Big River Comic-Con. Ross Marquand was Red Skull. He was in the Avengers movies. Now, not the Captain America movie, but
Right.
Avengers. He was. Oh shoot! Can't think of the guy's name with the club. Son of a gun. I just had it on my tongue. Also. But he also did Ultron in the What If. He also does Professor X in the X-Men 97, and many, 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 many more voices in stuff. I think he even did Han Solo in Legos and a few other awesome stuff as well.
Right.
Sketch battle, gaming, bring your pets for cause pause, vendors like crazy. Heroes for Kids will be there. Foam Forgeries will be there, and many, many others. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome weekend up in Hannibal, Missouri. And again, that address is 4650 McMaster's Avenue, Hannibal, Missouri. And again, to go back, the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton is the address there is 12365 St. Charles Rock Road, Bridgeton, St. Louis, Missouri 63044. So that'll help you with that. And again, the time for that show is 9 to 2. And that is on Sunday, March 8th. And then, like I said, the next day, next weekend, March 13th and 14th, Big River Comic Con. Can't wait to be there. Can't wait to see all of our friends up in that area of the state as well. It's going to be an awesome time. Can't wait. I can't say much. I can't say enough about that show. We've been vending at that show every year except for one, and even that year that we weren't vending, we still went up. We still supported the show. Again, love Deb. She is awesome up there. For instance, your ticket prices for BRCC weekend pass available at the door. $35. That's not bad at all. So yeah, I can't wait. Come on. There we go.
Okay. Now you got the one for the 7 Illinois.
Yes. Can I find this? There we go.
There we go.
Then we have, dude, we got back-to-back shows.
Yes.
Then we will be at SI Comic-Con in Benton, Illinois, on March 31st at the Benton Civic Center. And again, another one that is going to be an awesome show.
Santa, we can't wait to see you at Endeavor One at Hannibal.
Yes,
well.
Definitely can't wait to see Santa at Hannibal. I will be helping MC the costume contest. I'll be doing a little bit of that. We have so all you Pokemon lovers, come on out for that. Here we go. They have Haven Burton Peschel. I hope I pronounced that. Voice actor will be there at SICon. And then they will also have the awesome, the talented Wyatt Weed, actor, writer, filmmaker. He was in Star Trek. He was in Next Generation. Let's see. Visual effects, helped with all kinds of stuff. Was the Boar Predator in Predator 2. Hey son, Wyatt Weed, awesome guy. Look forward to again hanging out with Wyatt. We've known Wyatt for quite a few years as well, so that'd be cool getting to hang out with him for a little bit that weekend. And that again, March.
That pretty much takes us through March.
Yeah, pretty much takes us all the way through March. So yeah, again, looking forward to it. Let me see.
And it says on the 28th we're unavailable. Is that because it's Easter or something? That's a good question.
We're going to a show. We're doing some networking at a show. I don't know. I think it's Planet Comic-Con.
Okay.
On top of that, it's that'll probably be a day I will be very, very subdued and I know that's saying a lot about me. It is my dad. It's my dad passed away several years ago, and the 28th is my dad's birthday. So yeah, so going to a con. Haven't figured out if I'm going to do a costume or not yet. If I do, more than likely it will be Superman for that show, due to the fact my dad's the reason why. One of the reasons why. Well, my dad is one of the reasons why. Not that I dress as Superman. That's my kid's fault. Yes, the one I'm talking to on here and upstairs. But no, my dad was the reason why I got into Superman. So I may dress as Superman and I'm going to do that. So for Planet Comic-Con. Yeah. Son of a gun. Dang it, I was good until I started talking about him. And also, on top of that, next week, it's an anniversary next week. It's a 10-year anniversary, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, on the 15th.
On a big movie. Yeah. That we finally got to see Batman and Superman duke it out.
Yeah.
So, well, never know. We might have Batman and Superman stuff. So,
yeah.
Now, guys, how do you think I should do this? Should I put Batman on my side and Superman on his side, or should we just keep it right down the middle and just, Oh, there we go. A poll for everybody. How should I decorate? I mean, as you can see, if you can't see, back over in the corner, up on top of two of these shelves, I've got some stuff displayed.
Yeah.
So I mean, we may see. I mean, and then
he's even got the Trinity up here.
I mean, I got He-Man and all kinds of cool stuff back here too.
Yeah.
See, look, there's a lot of cool stuff back there. Dang it.
Now watch me pull it down and it sticks. And I'll be
there. Okay.
I'm getting a workout. I like it.
I'm good. Yeah.
One side's got big muscles, the other side's little scrawny arms. So anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, I want to slap you.
You got Rachel's in here. She could and then knock everything off the floor.
Okay. All right. Heroes for Kids. Let's get into the Heroes for Kids Comic Con.
Yes.
Heroes for Kids Comic Con, July 18th and 19th, Perry Park Center, for the celebration of America's semi-quincentennial birthday.
Yes, you got it.
Awesome, we got it. Okay. Tickets go online. Tickets are live and available April 1st. Now,
and that's not fooling.
No fooling. And we may even, I don't know, we may even try doing something, maybe a pop-up or something for tickets or something like that in the month of April. When I don't know who's coming down the steps. Sometimes that scares me. Because if it's Jess, I'll probably get whacked. No, it's Tessa. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm good. Okay.
You may never know. I can whack you too.
So we've got the Missouri National Veterans Wall and also Camp Hope are our two recipients. Whoop. I didn't want to get to that yet.
Well,
how's this? We'll do this, and I'm probably going to screw something up. I know I will. Missouri National Veterans Wall. Give you a little bit of a address for the Missouri National Veterans Wall. So all of our veterans, we have been out there to the Veterans Wall numerous times. So again, this isn't like the Veterans Wall that you see, that the traveling wall. This here, as you can see, this is a fully 100% stationary, fully stationary wall. All the names.
It's exact same size.
Yeah.
It's exact same thing as what's in Washington, D.C. as the Vietnam Memorial.
And then you have the, all the way down to the misspellings of the name. They wanted to be as true, as accurate as possible.
Right.
So please, like I said, help us out. So, I mean, you can come up here. They got different events. Here, let's go about. There we go. See. And again, just like Heroes for Kids, the Missouri National Veterans Wall is a newly formed nonprofit charity organization based here in Perryville. So again, this is one of our, this is our local charity that we are helping with our organization. And the memorial began as a vision of several local veterans and citizens who wanted to honor and respect their fellow brothers and sisters in arms, including those currently serving. This is a awesome. You know what? I'm going to do this. This is do you think we can do this?
I guess we could.
I'm going to do it. You know what?
Let's see.
It's about a 4-minute video.
Let's do it.
It's a 4-minute video. Turn it up, Tessa. Turn it up. Tessa.
How do you think
we wouldn't be where we are today in the United States and have all of our freedoms if we didn't have veterans, if we didn't have people that were willing to put their lives on the line every day for us.
And to thank them with something real and something permanent, I think is well deserved.
My name is Jim Edelman. I'm a Vietnam veteran, and I served in Vietnam from 1967 until 1968. When I was in Vietnam, I saw what the reality of war was, and I made a promise to myself that if I made it alive out of Vietnam and made it back to the United States, I had to do something to show my respect and honor for my comrades.
Perryville's building a unique thing here. We're starting off with 2 buildings. One will be a welcome center and the other one will be a military museum.
The big project is a full-scale black granite Vietnam wall, just like the one in D.C. Matter of fact, they refer to us as the sister wall.
I'm really excited that the group in Perryville is going to such great lengths to complete a full-scale replica that is as accurate and as complete as it can possibly be.
Even the way the wall is oriented towards the sun. Just so that when the sun comes up and the sun goes down, whether you're standing in Washington, D.C. or Perryville, Missouri, you have the same effect.
I think what's so special and unique about this project is the setting.
It's an environment that is really devoid of a lot of bells and whistles and horns blowing and a busy metropolitan area. We're out in the country. It's really in the heart of America, and it portrays the part of America.
And what better place to sit and reflect and thank and just be with the veteran that you want to honor.
It's more personal here. Plus, we'll also have naming opportunities that if you want to leave a mark to remember another veteran, you can do that here, and it'll be here forever.
One great man's dream has made most of this possible, but he was smart enough to know that through many other men and women, this can be much greater and much bigger.
And our hopes to celebrate the contributions of every veteran of every era, of every war. We still need help to get that done.
This is not just a project for us. This is a project for everyone who cares about this country and cares about our military and who appreciates the sacrifice that was made. And it's really up to us now to make sure that courage and selflessness like that is not forgotten.
hopefully I got out of that okay. So again, one of our, like I said, this is one of our beneficiaries we have for Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. So look forward to definitely helping that organization. Then you have, Camp Hope will be our regional. And hey, what better way to be able to support these organizations? And again, once expenses are paid through the Comic-Con, for the Comic-Con, at the end of the show on the Sunday evening, 100% of the profits go to get split right down the middle and go to these organizations.
Yes.
So let's see. Let me find my little cursor wherever it went. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? Oh, my controller went dead.
Huh?
Tactical.
Give me,
Yeah.
there it is. Give me a different controller.
What is? I had that one charged.
Apparently not. I don't know what happened, guys, so this one's not doing it either. Okay, technical difficulties. Tessa shut it off. We're going to have to restart it. Okay. And then we'll get back to this here in just a second. So, again,
How do I turn it?
go ahead and shut the system off.
How? I don't know how to do it on the PS4. I'll know how to do it on the PS5.
So while we're getting that fixed.
Yeah.
Say hi to Spike Forster.
Hey, Spike, how is it going? If anybody's got any questions, please let us know. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm trying to get everything going back again. I don't know what's going on. I have to- So last week I did mention something about Dennis. What do you think? About that new Teen Titans. I haven't really dug into it. All I know is it says that Jason Todd is
the new leader of the.
Doesn't really say whether or not he's the new leader or not, but he helped save a bunch of kids, put a new band of misfit heroes together. I don't know what happened, guys. Oh, there we go.
So.
I don't know, Tessa, what's going on and why ain't this kicking over? Oh, never mind. Let's start it.
You had an update.
So he's basically taking the lead role because apparently the Teen Titans are grown up and now I guess they're on their own. I guess they're getting ready. The Bat family, Batman's doing another story. Everybody's doing their own little thing. So Jason Todd or Red Hood now takes over and helps rescues a new band, rescues some, I guess kids that are superpowered kids, they're teenagers or whatever that are out in the, that need some guidance. And yes, we're saying guidance about Jason Todd.
Yeah.
And
all the people who got anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when you okay.
Come on. Okay, my control. There we go. Okay. So yeah. Now, one thing I wish they would do is, they've had off and on stories and stuff. Jason Todd. Every since they brought him back as Red Hood. The Three Jokers, awesome storyline. I thought, or at least I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. Now, is this the same Jason Todd actor as from the original Teen Titans show?
No, this is Jason Todd in the comic book.
Oh, okay.
And I think it just froze on me again. It did.
Yeah.
Okay. It froze on me again. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with it, so we're going to technical difficulties. We're going to do this.
But anyway, I'm going to have to. I mean, I've got something here about Camp Hope anyway.
All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk a little. I was hoping they had a video or something, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with my.
Okay,
we're going to do
it
this.
sounds like there's various Camp Hopes.
All right, go ahead.
There's various Camp Hopes around the nation, right?
Right.
Okay. So anyway, what they're doing is they have programs for children and adults affected by trauma, grief, and catastrophic illnesses. Okay, so they offer a safe and supportive environment for individuals to heal and grow. Okay, they have free camping and mentoring programs for children explode
Is that
trauma.
the Camp Hope that we've got for for what we're dealing with here?
Yeah, it's
Because the one that we're dealing with here is military.
Okay.
Yeah,
There we go, right there.
that one.
Okay.
Because that one's based out of St. Francis County.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Well, this is a. Okay. Let's see.
Give me a second. I'll pull it up on here if you want.
Okay. Okay. This. Here we go. CampHopeUSA.org. Yeah, here we go. We got it. Honoring our fallen by helping our wounded.
Here you go. I got it.
Yeah.
I just pulled it up on our. Wait.
Okay. It's a retreat for military veterans wounded in the War on Terror. I got it.
Okay.
William White and his wife, Galia, created Camp Hope as a tribute to their son Christopher, who was killed fighting for our country in Iraq. So its mission is to honor the fallen by helping the wounded. They offer all expensive paid adventures and camaraderie for our servicemen and women that gave selflessly for our freedoms. And it's situated in Farmington, about 80 miles south of St. Louis. And it's located in the heartland of America with cool streams, winding creeks, granite boulders, gravel paths, tall trees, and abundance of wildlife. There's plenty of open space. So it's perfect for hiking, four-wheeling, hunting, fishing, and exploring. So visits by the guests usually center around deer and turkey seasons, and they have first-rate facilities for the combat wounded veterans and ADA-approved handicap-accessible cabins. Okay. It has such things as camping, fishing, canoeing, hiking, and all things nature. Okay, so...
There is a video, again, sorry.
Yeah. So,
located in the heartland of America.
Hold on. Sorry, I can't. Hopefully you can hear this. I would love to be able. I got to figure out what's going on with that because it keeps freezing on me when I jump it out of Heroes for Kids. So be patient. This is about a 6-minute video, about as long as the one. This is Camp Hope. This is the one that we are. This is our regional. Our regional beneficiary.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is turned up all the way. Yes.
Approximately 80 miles.
Here we go.
Located in the heartland of America, approximately 80 miles south of St. Louis, there is a special place. Created for our veterans wounded in the global war on terror. Filled with cool streams and winding creeks, granite boulders and gravel paths,
Can you see it?
tall trees,
Yeah.
and an abundance of wildlife. Camp Hope is a retreat in every sense of the word.
That it's just a great place for our veterans to come and heal, and everything we do is by volunteerism, and just to come down and see what we have going on down here, because it's just a real quiet, healing place, and nobody gets to use their cell phones or their iPads or anything, so you have to get to know people and talk. And that, I think, is also another point of our healing.
You're not alone, man. You're not alone. You might feel that you could do it on your own, but you can't. You might need a little help, and these people here open their arms, their hearts for you, and this is where you need to come and heal. I feel like I healed here, so just don't close yourself out for everybody.
It's a good outlet just to have that connection with other people that are been through what you've been through, seen the things that you've seen. It's kind of hard to discuss stuff like that with different folks, but you have a true connection with the experiences you had that people can relate to, and it's just a good way to get things off your shoulder. It's a very good stress relief just being around just fellow soldiers.
Founded by Gold Star parents William, also known as Mike, and Galia White, as a tribute to their son, Christopher, who was killed fighting for our country in Iraq.
It started in memory of our fallen. We lost our son in 2006. And we decided to take that money that was given to us. We didn't want to profit from the death of the child, so we decided to try and turn that around to help other people.
Through fundraising events such as Horsepower for Hope, poker runs, auctions, raffles, and so much more.
Volunteerism is super important. We can't make this happen for our combat unit without volunteers.
Clearing trails, preparing cabins for visitors, and donations, of which all goes back into the mission.
On behalf of the Fred Ride, we are donating $21,221.
Camp Hope is able to provide all expenses paid adventures for our honored guests.
When you donate, or when you donate your time, it's helping those that were wounded in combat.
And most importantly, Camp Hope is a place where our combat wounded can bond with fellow veterans while finding peace and healing through face-to-face conversations in the woods, around the fire pit, or while spending time at the lodge.
My name is Dick Ross. I am here as a volunteer, although I am a vet, 31 years service from Vietnam era. And basically, I'm in the kitchen. I cook meals, I coordinate, organize. Biggest thing I do guys. I find it very rewarding, very satisfying. I got 31 years service, but I got more enjoyment here than I did there.
Where we have a soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine, combat wounded veteran come to us, no matter where they're from, the state of Washington or Florida or Texas, it's no cost to them. From the moment we start talking with them till they come in, everything that they need from their hunting license to getting there, food while they're there, and they all leave usually with goodie bags from T-shirts and other things that we've gotten from, again, people with great hearts. Hunting equipment that people will donate when they know that they're there, so they can take home, and so it's just a great experience where we try to do everything for our guests.
It's been really great. Everybody is friendly. It's a welcoming place. Everything you need is here. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I've been blown away. I mean, the property's amazing. People are even more amazing. It's just nice to be around other veterans. It's the perfect place for if you're having troubles, or if you know somebody that's having troubles with what's going on. It's just the camaraderie here. It's healing, I think, to a lot of people that do come here.
It's a great time. I mean, how can you not be impressed with what they have? You know, they have Mother Nature right here at their fingertips, and I'm having a great time.
To learn how to become one of our guests, or how you can help make these life-changing visits a reality, visit our website at camphopeusa.org. Camp Hope, honoring our fallen by helping our wounded.
So again, those are our two organizations that was helping. Sorry about the little technical difficulties tonight. Again, it's the PS4. It's the older system. If I knew how to get the internet up on the PS5, I'd be doing everything off of an updated computer. Hey, if anybody knows how to set us up to where we can do some better stuff on this, on our podcast and stuff, we greatly appreciate all the info and stuff like that.
You may have to talk to my tech person who happens to live in the same house.
Hey.
So she can come with them.
Yeah. So two awesome organizations. Again, Camp Hope, and you got Camp Hope and the Missouri National Veterans Wall. So definitely look forward to raising money for both of those organizations. So right now for what we have, now again, there's a few other ones that we have. I'll try setting this somewhere where Dennis can see it as well. So we have, right now, I want to thank a couple of our sponsors. Again, the city of Perryville, for number one, biggest one is helping us, letting us host Heroes for Kids Comic-Con here in Perryville.
Right.
This town is a massive hub, and for law enforcement, military, first responders, just the outreach and the that they have for our veterans and our law enforcement officers and our current military, is just out. And our first responder is just outstanding. I mean, so I want to thank the city of Perryville for, the sponsor. Then we've got the Republic Monitor, which is our local newspaper. They do awesome here in town. Keep up with a lot of good stories and keep everybody informed. Again, as the best way you can say it, the best they can, and all the upcoming and all the awesome news that we got here in the town. Also want to thank Perryville Walmart. Perryville Walmart has been a huge beneficiary or not a beneficiary, contributor to helping us out and sponsoring. So definitely want to say thank you to Perryville Walmart. We have
she got it out.
Yes. And the Advanced Labor Day Picnic committee. I'm sorry. We go down to Advance during Labor Day season or Labor Day holiday, and we go down there and have a blast going out there. We help with the car show. We meet and greet with the kids, and it's just one of those things. It's just a fun day going out there and just listening to good music, meeting new people, and and just the people around the area, and it's awesome hanging out with our first responder, hanging out with the first responders down in that area as well. It's just a fun. It's just always a fun weekend to do something. Then want to thank your employment.
Yeah, these are fairly recent sponsor. In fact,
Yes.
what was it today that we found out about this?
A couple days ago,
ago.
Within the last week.
But yes, they have.
So TG,
Yes, yeah, they have really stepped up their game this year. So we thank them for their help and
Again,
one of our
all
major
this money,
sponsors.
because again, all this money that we get coming in for Heroes for Kids Comic Con, once we get expenses paid, and again, when I'm talking expenses, I'm not talking about our costumes and stuff like that. I'm talking about stuff to help put on the show.
Right.
Not just putting on the show, but also bringing in our guests, which we'll get to that here in a little bit. This sponsorship, the sponsorship money goes to helping us bring in our guests. Flights, travel, any types of travel, hotel, food. If they have a guarantee, some actors do so. Because again, you're taking them out of their normal life or away from their possible movie set or something like that to come do this. So yes, they do love doing stuff for charity, but again, they still sometimes they still have to be reimbursed on something.
Right.
So, but which is awesome because a lot of the guests, all the guests that we have that come down and do this show are very, very gracious, very, very generous. So it's you suck, Rachel. Rachel Dowan. You suck. Posting pictures of you on the beach. No.
Yes. Shame on you.
Yes. So again, want to thank thank you all of everybody that donates. Then we have the Butler County EMA, which is the emergency management. They're in Butler County. Want to thank them for the sponsorship. Again, we're talking about first responders. The emergency management. They go out there, and when we have tornadoes, floods, natural disasters, and all that kind of stuff, and not just natural disasters, but other things that are going on in our communities. And so want to thank Butler County Emergency Management for sponsoring the Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. Bang Ford, what you got?
Okay, Chelsea says hi, and then Rachel goes, sorry, giant litter box.
We're just going to have to print you out a phone stand.
Yes. Yes.
She'll know what I'm talking about because Jess showed her the phone stand.
Yes.
Okay. Mattingly Box Store for Dental. We want to thank them. Rasheri Floor Covering. Want to thank them as well. And Perryville Outdoor. Want to say thank you to them as well. So again, the more sponsors we get, the more money we get to raise. Not only the more money we get to raise, the bigger and better number one, the bigger and better the show is, but also the more money we get to hand out at the end of the show. Call it like a telethon almost, a charity telethon almost.
Yeah.
Literally, the more money, we bring into people to help, to have fun, but the more money we raise and get to bring into the show, the more we get to hand out.
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah. So for our guests, let's start off with, we have Cullen Bunn, best-selling artist, comic book author. I'm sorry. So Cullen Bunn. So, what is it? Deadpool
destroys the
Marvel Universe. So if you love Deadpool, this is the guy.
Right.
Then we have awesome cover artist, model, cosplay artist, basically awesome artist, Jonathan McDaniels will be here. We have best-selling and award-winning author Brandon Snyder will be here as well. Then we have, let's see, get into your age of the Batman.
I was a little kid when that show came out.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Real little kid.
Real little kid.
Like that was like 3 when the show came out.
Well, he was doing the Batusi and we have the Bronze Age Batgirl. Karen Whitfield will be here. She's coming back. So I want to thank Karen for coming back this year. And then we have the awesome, the talented, voice actor, Creek Wilson. So if you like video games, like TV shows, you like Disney movies. So we have Red Dead Redemption. He was one of the. He was in Red Dead Redemption 2. He was in the TV show Twisted Metal, and he was also in the awesome movie Disney Haunted Mansion as the mayor. So look forward to hanging out with him, and there might be some more stuff coming. So check out all of our guests, our sponsors. Every one of them has a link in their bio with their bio on it. Check out our vendors. We've got quite a few vendors coming in. It's getting there. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Okay. Just slow your roll.
Slow my roll. I'm sorry. I'm good. Maybe. Okay, I don't know what's going on with it again. Again, I hate electronics.
Yes.
So again, there we go.
Need to make it where we can hook up this to
something,
fling to that, and then we can just bring it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. I fixed it. Just keep tapping the screen. I'll fix it sooner or later.
Some pop up. There you go. That's close enough.
So again, this weekend we have Toyman and Machinist Hall in St. Louis, Missouri. They're in Bridgeton. The day before, get to hang out with Eugene from Greece as he introduces Greece and does a Q&A. Bring your stick-it tub. Your ticket stub.
Did your tang get
My tang got tumbled.
Okay.
You bring your ticket stub.
Okay. Are you sure about
Yes,
that?
I am sure about it. To the Toyman show on the 8th and get in for free. We have BRCC the following weekend, the 13th and the 14th, with, again, Star Wars, X-Men, WWE, comic books. Come on. How awesome can that be? BRCC up in Hannibal.
No, Jessica, you cannot leave us guys alone for any time at all.
No,
You can never let your guard down.
No.
Sorry.
And then, if you want to go to SICON on the 21st, you got to catch all the Predators. Wait a minute, hold on. We got to say that differently.
Yes.
You got to catch them all with Pokemon, and then watch out for... Dang it, that still doesn't come out right.
What are you trying to say?
The Predator. There we go. Okay. So, Wyatt Weed will be there. No, I'm sorry. Wyatt Weed is an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, here I've actually got to talk about Wyatt Weed. Wyatt Weed actually has his own action figure.
Yes.
The Boar Predator from Predator 2. So let me get a little closer to that. There we go.
Yes.
Oh, let me get that up a little closer there. There we go. Yes, mine is signed. So he was the boar. That's pretty cool. So, I know you're like, I couldn't see it.
No, you can see it.
Okay.
Now there's a little bit of
a glare. Well, that's fine. That just means
but you can tell it's been signed by Wyatt.
But that just means you have to go to SICon, Benton, Illinois, and
get your own sign.
Get your own signs.
Yes.
I mean, he's got some awesome stuff. And he also played Batman.
Yes.
Played Batman in The Dark Knight Returns.
Yes, he made a fan film based off of the comics.
Yes.
And pretty true to the source material. Even down to the
costume, which him and his wife made the costumes.
Right. So, and it sounds like they should be close to getting the second part.
I'd love to see the second part.
Yes. Just waiting on it. So.
But no, now I actually had the privilege of doing a film with White Wheat.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. It's called The Blood in Baton Rouge, the Derek Toddley story. Check it out, IMDb. Check it out. I played Officer or Detective Ben O'Donnell. So awesome. Wyatt played the mayor of New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
So Brandon Brown is one of the lead detectives in it. Awesome guy. Shannon Brown, not Brandon Brown. Shannon Brown. I'm sorry, Shannon. Shannon Brown. Again, I learned a lot. Bishop Stevens, writer, director, producer. Bishop Stevens is in it. He plays the Derek Toddley story when you get into it. So it's awesome. It's cool. Again, my first full feature film. Again, I learned a lot from everybody there. What time is it? Oh, 8 o'clock. Yeah. I learned a lot from everybody there. So Bishop, if you catch this, I am looking forward, hopefully, to work with you again. I had a blast. I learned a lot. So again, it was fun. Again, out of my element, yes, tremendously out of my element. So it was one of
when you become a big movie star, don't forget us little people.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah. What, being a big movie star or never
either? Well, hold on. Just again, this here I want to throw this a little bit out here. I have 2 helmets out here. And I'm going to do this. Here's a little bit of both sides of this. Number one, where I'm going to post this majorly, 988. If you're in crisis, if you need help, definitely holler. And that's in honor of the man that wore these two helmets.
Yes.
Not only I have family members that have unfortunately left this world, and I don't doubt a lot of other people have too. But again, if you need help, we're out there. Please pick up the phone, text. We'll get somebody out there to help. And it's not, and again, everybody, the stereotypical thing everybody thinks of is, oh my God, you're going to send me to the hospital. You're going to send me to the hospital. Here's the thing about that, whether you go or not, it's not the fact that, it's there. So number one, it's in a little bit more than likely, I would say more than likely 9 out of 10 times you're probably going to go to the hospital, but that is to where they can get you the help they need. It's nothing. It is nothing that you're not in trouble for anything. You're going there to, and again, everybody, oh my God, the money, a lot of the time, we're worried about your health and safety. And so again, that's what it is. It has nothing, again, you're in crisis, you need help. 988. Heroes for Kids, shoot Heroes for Kids a message. And we can try helping guide. I'm not saying any of us are
we're not
counselors.
really suicide counselors.
We're not suicide counselors.
But we can point you toward those.
Yeah, I'll say, well, I'm not a counselor, but I am CIT certified.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit and talk to you. I will. And, you know, if I can't find the answers, and Dennis or any of our people, if we can't find the answers, and a lot of us probably can't, we'll make those phone calls or we'll see what we can't do to try helping. So
Believe it or not, a lot of us have had to deal with depression and how to cope with it. And so
I mean,
if you can just hold on for minute by minute, day by day, call 988, somebody will come running. There are people out there that do care. And what really blows my mind is when you see a lot of these cases where somebody has unfortunately unalived themselves, you find out that if they had just waited one more day, help would have come along.
That's possible.
And they would have been okay. That's why we urge you, if you're struggling, to speak out. Contact your local hospital. Contact your suicide prevention hotline. Do
contact your local law enforcement. They're not there just to slap handcuffs on the bad people.
Right.
We're there to help.
They're there to help. Exactly. They're not. Yeah. There's no shame in asking for help.
But it's we were getting back to the movie thing. Jason David Frank said it the best. He would not have been in the Power Rangers as long as he was. But it's one of them things. If it wasn't for the fans,
right?
And I think a lot of times people don't realize. A lot of time, not people, but a lot of these movie stars, because they're getting the big macho bucks, forget one major thing. A lot of these movie studios, I don't care if it's a movie, I don't care if it's a record deal, I don't care if it's an artist or whatever. Without us fans, none of it would exist.
Right.
Look at now. We're battling. They're battling right now with these things right here, these tablets and computers. Why? Because AI, and which sucks because you're getting. Hell, I've had to second guess myself on a video that I've seen because it looks real.
Yes.
And it's whether it be something that's happening on the news or whether it be something that could possibly come up as a movie or I can click on the TV on YouTube and find 100 previews for a movie that they're claiming that's coming out, but there's nothing actually real out there, and it's all somebody's made from a AI video.
I've also seen a lot of things that they're talking about there, news clips of what's happening in Washington or whatever, and then you watch it and you realize it's totally fabricated because the facts do not match.
Or it's something that happened many several years ago.
If they'll have something on that will say, this is what happened in Washington. A couple days later, after they've posted this, the truth comes out, and then you can tell that this was. You start looking into it, and you realize, okay, it's AI generated.
Mm-hmm.
You can't trust.
There's a lot of stuff you can't trust anymore.
Right.
So again, I don't
mind so much like if they make fan films where they do voiceovers and things like that. It's like
one
Pixar
thing.
going another step or something like that. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is when people create narratives that are false and then put them as AI and then try to put them
as it's true.
As that it's true.
Yeah.
That misleads people. That causes division. It causes all sorts of problems.
But back on subject now.
AI has its uses.
And it has its downfalls.
Right. Like anything.
Yeah. So. But, back to your question, back to your your comment. And yes, I know it steered us off into right field, but hopefully I can get to do more movies, more possibly TV shows or stuff like that. I'm working on it. I'm trying. I just need help, per se. Again, thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Jonathan Bridges, for getting me started, getting me thinking about it. Because without Jonathan, I wouldn't even thought about it. And which helped lead into the 13th Darkness stuff that we were attempting to work on, which I got in front of the camera for it, just hoping that someday that we can, hopefully everything works out to where we can get something going with it, or at least what we've already got. At least a pilot. At least what we've got in film. Right. And a big thank you, tremendous thank you to, Bishop Stevens for letting me, for asking me, and I was able to work it out to where I could go be a part of Blood in Baton Rouge, Volume 1. It just, again, like I said, it's humbling that I was asked, not only to be able to play the part, because I got to play a part of the real life detective that was on the case squad for that, but being able to learn. And I was trying to soak up as much as I could, and this is going to sound stupid, but I was out of my element, and I was talking about Bridges Imaging, when I was doing stuff with Bridges Imaging, I had my anchor to keep me grounded, which was Jess, there to where I could get what I needed to do. It kept my mind where I needed to go. I didn't have that up there with doing that one. So, anything I've been with my wife for 30 plus years, so she's been my anchor at a lot of the things I've done, and we've sailed this ship together, whether it be my career, now hopefully getting her career going, which we thought was going at one time, and then stupid stuff happened. But with the Heroes for Kids stuff, we have, we've guided each other through it. And when I went up to film on that, it took me, I had to take the little dinghy, right, off to the side for a couple days. And it was odd because I didn't, at the end of the day, I didn't have that proverbial slap in the face. Hey, get back on track. Right. Now, granted, a couple of the cast members there that I do know personally that was there filming with me did give me somewhat of that little slap that helped me, especially when I got to shoot one of my big scenes. So definitely thank you, Jen and Bishop, for that. So again, it just, like I said, I was out of my element. And then I got to learn, and I don't know if it was one of those things, my mind was going, I wanted to learn a lot. Right. And instead of just sitting there going, okay, this is what I got to do. This is what I got to do. Ooh, I was swirling all over the place. But again, learning from Shannon, learning from Jen, learning from everybody, Wyatt, Bishop, everybody was awesome. I hope I get to do more. So again, it just, so on your comment, if this does take off and I get to do something a little bigger, and do more of this, Am I going to forget the people as you see? No.
Yeah.
Because again, without the kids coming up and seeing me dressed as, it's just like the kids coming up and seeing me as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Without those kids coming and seeing me as Superman, what's the point of me being Superman?
That's true.
Other than, being a weird guy walking down the street in Spanish.
Yes.
So again, the same way, without those kids, without those adults giving me the high fives, the hugs, the handshakes, and the photos,
which is kind of funny in its own way, is that, anybody else would go walking down the street in spandex during a normal day. They'd be like, what are you doing? But if we do it, okay.
Honking, the waving.
Hey, how's it going? Hey.
We've almost caused accidents.
Right. With us, they're like, yeah, it's Tuesday.
Chinese fire drill at stoplights.
There's Superman, there's Batman. There's something going on. We're not even going to question it. Just, hey, how's it going? And keep on going.
Again, stopping at a red light, going from one show to another, one meet and greet to another meet and greet, and end up at, what was it? Captain America or Wolverine you were doing?
What?
Because I was doing Gambit. I was driving because we were in the Jeep.
Oh, where we were going through Carbondale?
Yeah.
I was Cyclops.
You were Cyclops. Okay.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, car pulls up beside us. Dude, it's the X-Men! Right. Next thing you know, they're jumping out of the car and taking selfies with us.
Right.
We ended up going through like 2 lights. Stopping. We were stationary. I'm surprised the cops didn't get called.
No
honestly,
kidding.
because we were there.
Backed up traffic.
We backed up traffic for like
Yeah.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah, Gambit was driving.
Gambit was driving and Cyclops. And no, Gambit did not
blow up in it.
Steal the red Jeep. It was Gambit's personal Jeep.
It was his personal Jeep. And of course, everybody kind of looked up and went, oh!
Car looks over. Dude, it's Gambit, Cyclops. So next thing you know, it's the X-Men. So yeah, it was again. You never know.
And of course, there was that one time we went out to past Harrisburg, out there, and we're driving out there, and you go look over there, all over there, and Batman's driving, and Superman's sitting in the passenger side, and hey, and then they're like, whoa. Dude, there's a car in front of you. Whoa!
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's fun. But no, back to we were talking about the Red Hood in the new Teen Titans. One thing I think would be cool if they did that we didn't get to see because they canceled the TV or the one series, the Red Hood series, is bringing Huntress in, almost like what they did with Dick Grayson and Starfire in the original Teen Titans.
Right.
Doing something like that to help wrangle Jason in, maybe.
Yeah.
Give that. I think that would be cool. That way he's with that along with the kids. They could be that duo that helps with the kids. Now I don't know if that's what DC's going to do or not.
I don't know either.
But I think it'd be cool. But yeah, no. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that series. I think it comes out in May. They're getting ready to end. I think the KO series in the comics is getting ready to stop. Here within the next month or so. That's been a pretty neat series. Definitely not the way I thought a lot of the fights would go. And I thought some of the fights would go that way. So, so a little bit of back and forth into, but good storytelling. X-Men's doing another flip flop in their story stuff. Another big shakeup in the comics in the comics again. So it's almost like every other month or after every big story they decide to take and put all the names and everything in a hat and go, this is what we're doing now. And so, yeah, it's frustrating at times because they do a story arc and then stop. Story arc, oh, well, we're going to rebrand everything. Do a story arc and, well, we're going to relaunch everything again.
Yeah.
So it is a little crazy.
That's the nature of the beast, though, because you're talking about a lot of these have decades worth of storylines.
Oh, we were talking about that just before we come down here.
And, a comic book character, one of the golden rules is it can't really age all that much. So part of the problem with Batman is, he's got 4 different Robins and he's got to, if he's only, if he's like only 35 and you got to slam all those Robins in.
What makes it better is haven't you noticed
Batman when he's 20 or something?
But haven't you noticed we're gonna have to laugh at this. We have to laugh at this a little bit. In the comic book age, they age very slowly.
Right.
Because, Batman hasn't really aged much in the
when you first started
85 years.
Right.
In the normal timeline, okay, in Batman, even Superman, but Superman's got a little bit, there's a reason why Superman doesn't age the way normal people do.
Right.
But even in, for Batman, he's human. He's supposed to age like normal. You can throw the Lazarus pit in there. So you're telling me every 5 years he jumps into the Lazarus pit to rejuvenize and rejuvenate himself. Because, you have, since let's go Robin.
Right.
Dick Grayson.
Right.
He went from, Batman was already in his, late 20s, maybe early 30s when he gets a hold of Dick Grayson.
Originally, he was supposed to be at around 26 or 27.
Okay, so late 20s, early 30s.
And Dick was 13.
Okay, now we've got them, and this was back in the 40s?
Yeah, that's
okay, now we're in the 2006. Now we're in the 2026.
Now Batman's in his, around 39.
Now, yeah.
And Dick is 27. And Jason is 21. Tim is 19. And Damian is probably around 13 or 14.
Right. So, but again, that is 85 years of aging. But again, and Batman doesn't look anything. In 10 years that Batman got a hold of Dick Grayson, okay, in the 20 years that Batman gets a hold of Dick Grayson from the age of 18 or 13 to 27, Dick Grayson, you see, goes from 13 to 27, and Batman still looks the same as what he did as he was 29.
Right. Yeah.
So again, he's getting a hold of.
They're squeezing in as many things as they can in a decade. It's like, okay, I got a new Robin. I'm going to train him for a month. Okay, then he dies the next month. Then he's resurrected the next month. I've already got another Robin to take his place. Yeah. It's getting to that point now.
But the thing is Jason Todd, for instance, they kill him off as a teenager. He comes back as an adult.
Yes.
And Bruce doesn't look the same. Bruce looks the same, but lo and behold, it's been 20 years.
Well, that's like for
or
instance,
10 years.
Or Tony Stark. Here's another one. When he first came out, he was an arms dealer supplying arms to the government, and the bad guys were Vietnam. Okay?
Right.
Then it later changed to, like Iran, and then it turned into, by the time the MCU comes along, now it's the 10 rings. Okay?
Right.
So they've got to keep constantly changing things up.
I want the elixir. I want the elixir that DC and Marvel uses. They found the fountain of youth for their comic book characters.
It's like a soap opera aging or something. The kid goes, Victor, Nikki, I'm going upstairs to go to bed. And when he comes back down, he's old enough to get married and have kids.
Tom Hanks movie.
Tom Hanks big. Yeah, it's like big. Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, go to sleep at 9 years old, wake up in the next morning, hey, you're 35.
Yeah. Or like 18 again.
Yeah.
George Burns turns into Charlie Slater and.
So again, it's just hilarious. You've got that. You've got 85 years of Superman, and they start now. And the thing is, Superman, on the other hand, is slow aging because of
he's Kryptonian.
Right, he's Kryptonian. He's got the excuse. But even in the comic book, right before they did Superman and the Authority, when they were doing Superman and the Authority, Enchantress and Manchester Black, basically, Enchantress put a cloak on Clark. Mm-hmm. And Manchester Black, anybody that was around him or anybody that saw Clark, they always saw Clark as him not aging, or nothing was different. But then when they end up in Warworld, their powers start fading and everything, and everybody gets to see Clark or Superman as he's aged. He's got the white stripes in his hair. He looks like the Kingdom Come Superman. Different suit, awesome suit. I've got the figure somewhere. Where's my new figures at? I think that's it on the table. Tessa, go grab it. All the way down there at the far bottom. Far bottom of the pool table. Should be Superman that looks like in a t-shirt. That it? Yep, that's it. Okay. Superman from Superman and the Authority. Until right before he goes to Warworld, I'll do this is Superman from Superman and the Authority. So basically carbon fiber, like work gloves, the blue on blue with the, oh wow, look what S that is. It's the Kingdom Come suit, or the Corn Sweat logo.
Yes, yeah.
But then if you look real closely, you can see he's got the Kingdom Come hair. This was current. This was in the current, one of the current comic books not too long ago, right before he went into Warworld. Mm-hmm. And then he gets re-energized by a white sun, which not only supercharges him to his peak ability, but also de-ages him. He actually rejuvenizes him completely.
Right.
Gives him his black hair. He's doesn't look definitely like this anymore. He looks like, I don't know if you've seen that. He looks like the traditional Superman, not the Kingdom Come Superman.
Right.
So while he's in Warworld, though, he is battling as a gladiator on Warworld, unpowered, and does a dang good. I mean, everybody thinks that Superman's just that weak, he has to rely on his powers. Dude, he takes out Mongol.
Mm-hmm.
Depowered takes out Mongol.
Right.
So the man knows how to fight.
Right.
Been trained with Batman, trained with Superman. Superman is trained with Batman, has taken a sabbatical on Themyscira to train with the Amazons. So and then on top of that, the Kryptonian style fighting that he has learnt in the fortress through simulators and what his dad has taught him, fighting General Zod.
He's even trained with Karate Kid from the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, so you know he is very versatile in combat.
Right.
So yeah, so when he goes and fights on Warworld, it's just, I mean, just like anything, he gets his butt handed to him some, but he overcomes, and as Superman does, he finds a way to overcome, and you know, ends up, you know, they find Mongol is harnessing, hiding, or however you want to call it, the a white sun, and he ends up getting fully charged by that, and yeah. But no, that was a good story. You never know, if I can get my bulky up a little bit, I might start doing that one.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Uh-oh. Well, you're and you got ready to say something, so I'm listening.
So, who's going to be the baddie in Man of Tomorrow? Brainiac?
That's what we're hearing. I don't know though. I think it might be something along the lines of Superman and Lex. You know, they're at odds at the beginning. They have to team up because of the new threat.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and it may be one of those things because of how tech savvy and all this other kind of stuff with everything is. I got a feeling that might be where Superman goes to ask Lex for the help.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the formation of the Lex suit to help Superman, and then I got a feeling, I'm sorry, you know, it's one of those things that you can't have them. You can't have it's Batman and the Joker is almost the equivalent of Superman and Lex.
Right.
How many times has Batman and the Joker teamed up? Quite a few. I mean, you're looking at 87 years.
We're talking at least, I would say at least a handful of times.
Oh, probably more than that. We probably Google it up. It's probably we could probably you know, I mean, hell,
it's hundreds of times.
But you know they have teamed up quite a few times, and in those quite a few times, by the time the story arc is done, Joker does what? He has an ace up his sleeve, no pun intended.
He does a double cross.
He does a double cross, as Joker would.
Right.
Luthor is the exact same way.
Right.
Luthor has this internal hate for Superman because he is what the world. He pictures Superman. Superman's a threat to him because he can't do the things that Superman can do. So that is a threat to him because he has to be Luthor has to be the one to control everything. And if he can't control it and make himself look good.
But, you know, I can kind of understand Lex Luthor's mindset, though, too. Let's talk about Superman is one of the most powerful beings that lives on planet Earth.
Right.
Okay? Even Batman's touch on this. If he ever became corrupted,
he could destroy
the world.
He could destroy the world in a single clap.
Right. So Lex is like, you know, this guy is unchecked. We need to have checks on him.
But the problem, but the thing is where the look at it is Luthor is not just looking at it as I need to check. It's not the fact that I need to put him in check. I need to control him because this is a power that I can manipulate to my advantage.
Depending on who's writing him. Sometimes
even as the
I mean, I've actually heard him in storylines where he says, "You are a threat. I'm the guy that can meet that threat, so that if you ever get too big for your britches, you know, And the funny thing is Superman is in such a touch with his humanity that even though Lex hates his guts with a purple passion, when he was dying of cancer, Superman said, "Dude, I'm sorry that this happened to you,
and I want to save your life."
And I want to save your life.
He still,
Yeah.
and Luther still, even with the stuff that he tried doing, he took him into the bottled city of Kandor to help save him. And what did Lex try doing? He tried manipulating the situation,
right,
and turning it against Superman.
Right.
When he was still trying to use, even though Superman was doing the right thing.
Right.
And what did Superman do? Superman still forgave, even though pulled him out.
Well, that's the thing about Superman. Superman always, for some reason,
he has that hope.
Lex.
Yes.
Even in the Superman and Lois TV show, at the very end, at his death
You're
scene,
calling the kettle black, Batman.
He's giving forgiveness to Lex.
You're calling the kettle black, Batman. How many times should a Batman have went, "Hey, guess what, dude? You're done." But instead, on Joker, on Two-Face, on
he's more like, "I'm not going to kill you, but I'm not going to rescue you either." Or for instance, Joker will do something to get away, and he'll fall to Lake Pontchartrain, or he'll fall into a smokestack, or he'll do
Batman
something.
will save him.
Batman will do everything to save him.
Batman will do everything he can to save him, just to put him in Arkham, just so he can get out and cause more havoc. And then Batman's like, because without Joker, without Two-Face, without any of the Rogues Gallery, Batman would not exist.
There is a fan theory that because Joker didn't exist until Batman existed.
Oh yeah, they created each other.
They created, well, not necessarily.
Well, depending on what storyline you go
If
for.
you're talking about the Burtonverse, yes, they created each other.
Yes.
But if you're talking about regular canon, Batman existed first, and then his actions
made the Joker.
Yes. And so now the Joker feels like they are Pisanos, they are the two opposite sides.
They're the yin and yang of the coin. Yes.
You're the Lord of Order and I'm the Master of Chaos kind of thing.
Right.
So that's why there have been times that Batman has been at the Joker's mercy. And all it took was a bullet to the brain and been dead. But he's like, "No, I can't do it. We have this dance that we do, and I can't let it end like this. If he dies, it'll be by my hand. It'll be because it's that time." That's why in the Dark Knight Returns, when he goes and he's throwing batarangs and hits him in the eye, and he's all like, "What, you lost your mind?" Because Batman's like, he's getting ready to kill,
Right.
He's like, "Have you lost your mind?" And then when it comes time to actually kill him, he stops, and then he's like, "You just can't do it. You just can't do it." And then there's been plenty of times where he's, "I'm getting you out of here. The bomb's going to go off," and he's like, "No, we're going to stay here. Finally, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to watch. I'm going to teach you that the chaos wins." And he's like, "No, we're getting you out of here," kind of thing. And
well, again, that's the same. Again, go back to Superman and Luther.
Right.
Again, Superman. All it takes. Again, the world is cardboard.
Yes.
And all it takes is him not thinking or letting loose. And, again, a single sneeze could blow. Hell, in the comic book, he sneezed in outer space and blew away a whole galaxy.
Well, another thing with Lex is, before Superman came along, Lex pretty much employed most of the city, built most of the architecture, was always the guy handing out to the charities, and everybody was like, "Yay, Lex, yay, Lex." And then all of a sudden this guy comes along, nobody knows who he is, He saves one little plane, and suddenly Lex is yesterday's news,
And it pisses him off.
And
then he goes corrupt.
So then he tries to finagle it so that he can look good and be above Superman. And Superman goes, "Hey, what are you doing this for?" And now he's exposed as having finagled a situation that he shouldn't.
And then they find out that not just then he has the fall from grace. Then they find out that then you have then Miss Lane does her investigative reporting,
right?
Finds out that this is corrupt. Well, wait a minute. If this is corrupt, let's dig into this.
Right.
Then finds out that, oh my God, 90% of his organization has been corrupt all the time. So basically, Superman saving a plane out of the blue has literally turned the blind. Everybody was turning the blind eye to Lex, this rich mogul, because he was shelling out money, making everything prosperous, while he was also in the background lining his own pockets.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you get Superman that comes in, and then lo and behold, Superman and Lex tussles, gets the news media digging into the situation. Then all of a sudden, what happens? Well, why did he do this? Well, wait a minute. Then all of a sudden, Lex's enterprise behind the scenes started getting exposed.
Or some kind of world-ending threat shows up. Superman deals with it. And suddenly, when they go to investigate, why did this happen, whatever, and it turns out Lex set it free so that he could set up a scenario to take out Superman.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why did you do that? Well, it's his fault, because if he would have just...
Well, it's one of the things here, and you can somewhat go slam on both of them. And I hate to say, and this is going to sound the funniest part. No, this is going to be the funny part about this. You can slam both Superman and Superman. Well, I don't care. You can slam Batman too. Superman, the smartest people in the comics. Superman, Luthor, Batman. Hell, jump over to DC, Doctor Doom, Reed Richards, Marvel.
No.
What I said.
You said DC.
Oh, okay. DC and Marvel. The biggest brains in both genres.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Luther said it best. Or there's in one of the episodes, I don't remember if it was TV show or if it was one of the issues in the comic. They turn around and they say something. They turn around. Oh, I think it was one of the animated series. They asked him, they said, Superman, or Lex, you just cured cancer. I know. Here, give them only this.
Right. Well, they said...
what makes it bad? Okay, you've got Luthor, that is supposed to be the most intelligent mind out there. You've got Batman, who was supposed to be one of the most intelligent minds out there, that almost IQ level of Lex.
Right.
If not probably better.
Right.
Okay. And still hasn't done that. And here, I'll even throw my favorite DC character in it. Superman has alien technology from what they presume is a advanced form of the Earth.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
And he's got that technology in the fortress. Why hasn't he done it? Dr. Reed Richards, Marvel. Smartest man literally in Marvel Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't cured it.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Doom. Smartest man.
Which is something that they addressed in the Superman and Lois TV show. She got breast cancer, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's the first thing that popped out of the kid's mouth. You got a fortress. You got Kryptonian technology. If we can graft a heart into you from Grandpa,
exactly.
Why can't we cure Mom's cancer?
Why can't we cure Mom's cancer? Yeah. A big plot hole.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And that is a problem. And when you talk about Lex, it's like, okay, we can make this for $20 and sell it for $100. We'll make a killing. We'll eradicate cancer. No, what you're going to do is you're going to set it up in 20 treatments at $10,000 a treatment.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it'll work. Well, why do that? Because it makes him more money.
Yep.
Okay. And whereas, to tell you the truth, Batman could.
Well, and that's basically
Bruce Wayne could give money to tech.
But going back to what going back to what you were just saying, that was exactly what Luther's comment was. Why give them the cure for cancer when I can sell it out in increments and installments, and I can make a fortune?
Right.
He makes a fortune off of selling this little bit and this little bit when he's got the cure right here.
Right.
Yeah.
My favorite episode of Justice League Unlimited is where the Flash and Lex have a mind swap. Remember that? Remember that
Yes,
episode?
I remember that.
And so here he is. He's in the Legion of Doom headquarters, or whatever you want to call it, and he's in the bathroom. And Polaris goes, "Aren't you going to wash your hands?" "No, because I'm evil." That's Flash talking. Meanwhile, Lex is in the bathroom, and he's going, "Well, at least I can find out who this guy is." And he's like, "I have no idea who this guy is." Yeah, the smartest man in the world couldn't figure out the face he was staring at. And like, look, take a picture or something and do a face recognition, or
Yeah.
you've got the money to do that kind of thing. If you can figure out that Clark is Superman,
The best one I thought was funny was the when they did the DC animated universe, where they did Justice League, King of Atlanta, or
War,
Justice League War, and all that. When you had Batman, Green Lantern, and Superman, because they just meet Superman,
right?
And they're going through the tunnels, and Batman's talking to Green Lantern, and it was like, who do you drink blood, or do you do this, or do you do that? And then he's like, what is this thing about a bat? And then about that time, he turns around and goes, well, what is this thing about a ring? And all of a sudden, he's like, what? How'd you go?
You didn't.
Oh, dang it! You didn't concentrate. How did you?
You won't do that again. Not unless I want to.
Yeah. And then, and it's like, well, I know, my identity now. What's yours? And then it's like later on in the episode, it's like, he's like, who's Bruce Wayne? Yeah, it's like, Bruce, I'm Barry. And then all of a sudden, Flash is like, oh my God, it's Bruce.
What, you got your own satellite? You have your own satellite?
Yeah.
My favorite is the smirk.
So again,
kind of a tool.
Yeah. So again, there's, that is the type of, that is,
What about that scene in Young Justice where the Justice League is sitting around the table? Yeah, we're going to talk about our new members. Obviously, we're going to put Dick Grayson in here. As Nightwing's going to be one of our newest members. Okay, well, what are the prerequisites? Is it age or what? Because, like for instance, if we put like Miss Martian in, technically she's 1,400 years old, but she equals out to be like a 16-year-old in Martian years.
Right.
Okay. Well, what about Shazam? He's actually only 12.
But when
should we let
him
in? Okay. What about Robin? Well, Robin, I don't think it's a good idea to put him in. I think it is. Well, what? Because you're afraid he's going to turn out like you, or because you want him to be like you? No, because I don't want him to be like you.
Right.
That kind of thing. But the things that we're talking about. No, what about Comic Kent, Superboy? He's 2 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. He was formed in a petri dish. He's only 2 years old.
Yeah.
You let him in?
Yeah.
Shazam's 12. It's like, she's 1,400 years old. She would qualify age-wise, but she's got the mentality of a 16-year-old.
And then by the time the DCAU even stopped, Dick and Starfire. Well, look at Starfire.
Right.
She's from another planet.
Right.
Her age there doesn't equal out to her age here.
Right.
But, and you know, Dick Grayson, by the time Dick Grayson in the animated series, he's not a teenager anymore. He's a young adult. And, you know, I mean, an active young adult, you know,
Right.
with Starfire. And it's, you know, there.
What are you saying here?
No, I'll say it. So
Don't
again,
take it wild.
and yeah, exactly. But they're still ahead of the. But they're still the leaders of
The Titans.
the Titans.
Right. They're no longer the Teen Titans. They're just the
The
Titans.
Titans now.
Right.
Yeah. Well, look at Cyborg. When he first joins, he was what, 18, 19 years old?
Yeah.
So
He was in college.
yeah, he was in college. Well, you know, was he in his early 20s then? When everything happened? So yeah. So just because it says Teen Titans doesn't mean they were teen.
Right.
So that's the reason why I'm looking forward to seeing back to you know.
Now,
our
speaking of Teen Titans, let's talk about Robin for a little bit here.
Okay.
Damian. Okay. Damian.
See, now I think Damian should be the one, and you know, I think Red Hood should go off and do. You know, I think we're getting mixed, and I'm getting back to Damian. I'm going to get back to Damian.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, okay. Again, we're going to go back to what we started when we started this conversation with the new Teen Titans and Red Hood. I think Red Hood needs to be on his own. I think, you know, give him a good storyline. He's got it there to do it. And you could even pull the Joker away from Batman for a while and give them or give him something going on. I mean, hell, look at all the supernatural stuff that he can do on his own. Why give him the Teen Titans? You know, you were setting him up almost identical to what you did.
I would have left him with the Outsiders.
Yeah, you're set right. Or not the Outsiders, but Task Force Z. Or the Task Force,
would be fine too. Yeah.
You know, but sending him, you know, he had Task Force Z. That ended. Now you're giving him the new Teen Titans. You know, you don't have anything, you know, you're teaching him to be the next Dick Grayson.
Right.
You know, and that's what killed him off in the first place.
Right.
You know, now, Damian, on the other hand, he is that young, he's young enough. You could put, and he's got that hardened mindset per se, because of the League of Assassins. Right. Now Bruce is trying to somewhat wean him out of it.
Right.
To give him that direction, but now you give him that group. Let him be the Robin of the new Teen Titans.
Right.
Because not only now he's got to deal with, you know, well, I've got to train these people to be, you know, you're going to have him trying to train them like how he was trained, but then in the back of his mind, he's going to be going, well, Bruce didn't want this, so I got to try doing this.
Right.
You know, you've got that inner turmoil
that line that he has to keep telling himself.
Right.
Justice, not vengeance.
Right.
Okay.
So giving him a new group would be perfect for Damian.
Damian is actually a smaller version of Batman, but on steroids.
Oh, 100%.
You know how Batman has a contingency plan for everybody in the Justice League should they go rogue.
Hence,
Damian did the same thing with the Titans. He's like, and he's
hence the reason why I say he should be the one in the new leading the new Titans,
right?
Not Jason Todd.
And he's the only Robin that has defeated all the other Robins and Batman in open combat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and
excuse me.
He's, you know, Batman's going up against Deathstroke, and you know it was a bloodbath. Okay?
Yeah.
Whereas with Damian took him.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to expend near the effort to do so that Batman did. You know,
But then again, here's my thing though.
Robin is
the
bad.
problem with that logic is, and here's what I want to say, and I'm not saying this because I am, and you can even look at this canonly, but if we look it up. Jason Todd, and I'm not saying this because I'm a fan of Jason Todd. Because, Jason Todd has bested Batman in open combat.
Yeah.
Numerous times.
Yes.
He is
because he's got that, he doesn't have that firewall that says, I don't brutalize. He will.
Right.
He will. if
He will
has
do
to.
it. Deathstroke. He's beat Deathstroke numerous times. Matter of fact, the Ra's al Ghul, who Batman, yes, Damian has bested, but even Batman has a hard time besting. Had a hard time besting Ra's. Jason wiped him out clean with no effort at all. So, out of all of them combat-wise, I have to, out of all, let's say, if we go toe-to-toe, Annie Robin, no give up, hands down, just throw them in a room and go.
Right.
I pick Jason Todd over every one of them.
Okay. Here's the thing about all of the Robins, okay? Of course, Batman has trained them all. Out of all of them, obviously Dick is the better acrobat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a fairly decent sleuth and a fairly decent combatant. Okay. Jason, on the other hand, is what would happen if Batman did not have that filter of no kill rule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
100%.
That's what he is. So he's skilled in combat like crazy.
No,
Tim is the detective. He's a better detective than Bruce is.
Right.
Damian is just that brooding.
Damian is the smaller, and I'm going to say this. Damian is the smaller version of
Jason.
Batman and Jason. Is exactly what it is.
Exactly.
And but
so could you imagine if Jason became Batman? Remember how it was when Dick was Batman and Damian was Robin?
Right.
And they kind of switched roles where Batman was the lighthearted one doing all the quips, the holy mollies and all that stuff. But Robin was
Yep.
Okay. And that kind of worked.
Right.
In reverse from
you get
Jason and Damian together.
Oh, it would be there would be no Gotham.
He'd be like Damian, cut his head off. Yeah.
You would there would be no crime at all in Gotham at all.
You wouldn't even need, after a few years, you wouldn't even need Batman.
No.
Nobody would, even the 3-card money dealers and the hookers would not be out in the street because they'd be scared to go out there.
Yeah.
Because it's not safe to be a criminal.
So again, it's odd that again, Damian, you have, and it's funny, you've got the way this looks or works out. You look at Dick Grayson being the first Robin. He leaves and they bring in Jason Todd, who initially was a Dick Grayson clone until they rewrote him in Second Chances and put him as a street hustler.
Right.
Then from there, Tim
is more like Dick.
Right. Tim was more like Dick when it comes. Well, Tim was more like a younger Bruce when it comes to the detective stuff, but more like Dick when it comes to the doing all the crime fighting portion.
I think part of Dick's charm is that he knows how to work with other people, whereas Bruce usually doesn't.
Right.
Jason usually doesn't. Damian usually does. Okay.
Now you've got
Dick and Tim are more able to connect with people,
Right.
create partnerships,
Yeah.
lead teams, do that kind of stuff.
Now don't forget Stephanie, which is all on her own, and
She was Robin for about a New York minute.
yeah. Well, then let's go to Damien. Damien, okay, if you look at Damien is almost the spitting image of what would have happened if Batman would have let Jason Todd be Jason Todd as Robin. Is exactly what you're getting.
Right.
You know, and now you're getting, and now at the time, this time, you're getting him growing up. You get Dick Grayson growing up doing his own thing. Jason Todd now is taking over for a new team of Titans. You've got Tim Drake getting away from it completely. And then you getting away from crime fighting and wanting to start his own family. And Bruce is accepting it. And then Damien now is becoming the Jason Todd of the Robins, but with more control.
Right.
So
I would get that.
Damien is now the Jason Todd with the Dick Grayson control.
Right.
Is where I'm going with that.
Right.
So
okay, I would agree with that. I would also state that Bruce, if all four of the Robins said we want to live normal lives, we want to get married, have kids, all that stuff, he would fully support that. Okay.
I 100% agree.
You know, so but he knows that, you know, with Dick, Dick has already made his peace with his parents dying. But Jason still needs that. He needs that guy to say, "I got your back," kind of thing.
Well, he's still now. Dick, I can see doing the same thing later on in life. Now, see, Bruce has nothing left. So when Bruce gets to that old man, when Bruce Wayne gets to the old man Bruce, he's going to be looking for the next Batman.
Right.
You know? So Nightwing or Dick, he's going to end up becoming he's going to say, Dick's not going to go. Dick's never going to become Batman. And he's going to say, okay, I'm good with that. I'm living my own life now. Out of the spotlight of being Robin or Nightwing. You will see that going to another moniker or Nightwing completely ending.
You'll see Batman Beyond happening.
Jason Todd is about the only Jason Todd at that point in time when Bruce becomes old man Wayne. Jason Todd. Here's a DC. Listen to this one. Okay, you bring in Terry McGinnis. Okay, Terry McGinnis becomes the new Batman. Okay, that's fine. Jason Todd is your new Azrael.
That would make sense. Yes, that's very possible.
Because he's not going to become the next Nightwing. I can see the next Nightwing. I can see the next Nightwing being Damien.
I mean, for a while he did call himself that.
Yes. Instead of bringing, or I could see again, and we have seen this in the Elseworld stuff, Damien becoming Batman, but I don't. And if I could almost see Bruce now, I could see, which I think would be cool. Okay, Dick Grayson does his own thing because he doesn't want to do any of it. We already see, but giving here Bruce being the new Alfred and giving it to Jason and Damien.
And I could see if Damien becomes Batman, if Damien ever becomes Batman, he'll never toss a batarang. What he'll do is he'll use swords instead.
Yeah, with the control, Jason and Damien becoming the next Batman and Robin, or even the next Batman and Nightwing.
Right.
Okay. With Bruce being old man Bruce, or standing in as the Alfred character, but also being the one to help keep these two in check. That way they don't take it too far. That's how I see that. I think that would be cool. Because you still get that that Father Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, here, look at it this way. By all rights, you have the biological son and the legitimate first adopted son of Bruce Wayne taking over the mantle of the Caped Crusaders.
I get that, yeah.
You know, that would be my. I think that would be cool.
Now, if I were Bruce Wayne, I wouldn't choose Jason. I would choose Dick. Because Dick knows how Bruce Wayne operates. He's level-headed enough that he's not going to kill. He knows how to work with teams. And he's acrobatic, and he's very, what's the word I'm looking for? He adjusts to change a lot easier than most people do.
Oh, I can see
having been raised in a circus environment, he's used to being a little bit nomadic and going where he needs to go. So if I were Bruce Wayne, because
that would also could be a downfall.
Because it depends on how Gotham goes.
Right. Because again, as we get to Nightfall and all these other the Dark Knight Rises and all this other kind of the future of DC Comics, every future comic that, whether it be Future State or any future comic that we have seen of what happens to Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman in the future, the world the villains are 10 times worse.
Right.
So,
well, they touched on that in Batman Begins.
Right.
He said.
Well, they touched on it in Justice League too.
He said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. You're gonna, they're gonna come up with bigger guns, and we're gonna come up with better Kevlar. They're gonna come up with armor-piercing rounds. We're gonna come up with.
Oh shoot, where are we at? I know we're getting late.
It's 9:12.
9:12.
So
wow.
We probably need to wrap it up a little bit.
Let's see. How's everybody doing? Sorry, we got into a tangent. Huh?
I think it's down to.
It's down to us, I think. Oracle is still watching. All right. Hey guys.
So we're pretty much the only ones left on.
Okay. We're just shooting. We're having fun. Hopefully everybody got a good. If anybody has any questions that they would like to ask us on, I know Dennis takes care of our YouTube page and answers the questions on the YouTube page.
Right.
So hopefully, and I don't see the questions, so hopefully he's not going off in a tangent and making Superman look bad.
I mean, usually, whatever they remark on here while we're on here, they don't really ask any questions after.
Okay.
Every time I've checked, nobody's. But I would encourage you to do that.
Dude, yeah. If you've got a topic that you would like for us to talk about,
right?
Holler at no politics, no religion. Holler at us on our YouTube page,
right?
Or on our Facebook page. Hey, give us a topic. Have us look up something. If you want us to look up some stuff about an upcoming movie, upcoming comic book series, you want me to pull out a series that I had to see if I've got a series here in my plethora of comics that I have.
We want to do a little deep dive into little snippets and find out, kind of, juice up the resume of Bruce Wayne or whatever, whatever he's up to.
Yeah.
If he's married, if he's not married, who he's dating, who's who's coming to cut his throat now, and all the kind of crazy
Oh
stuff.
yeah, holler at us,
Everything
please.
from Tower of Babel to whatever,
Yeah.
Brother Eye and all that stuff.
So again, on that note, this weekend, Toyman, Toyman starts off literally on Saturday the 7th, with getting to meet Eddie.
8th, isn't it?
No, Eddie. Oh,
Eddie Deason.
Eddie
Okay, I see
Deason
where you're
will
going.
right. Eddie Deason will be at the theater in St. Charles. Check out Toyman's webpage. Huh? O'Fallon. What did I say?
Yeah, you said St. Charles.
Okay. Well, O'Fallon, St. Charles is not far from it.
Yeah.
You go check out. They'll be screening Grease, Q&A with Eddie Deason, and then get your ticket stubs and bring them to Toyman Show in Bridgeton on the 8th from 9 to 2. And again, it's spring forward, so remember to turn your clocks up. But come on out, have fun. Heroes for Kids will be there. A lot of their artists, writers, toy vendors galore. Come on out to Machinist Hall. Let's have some fun. You never know. I may or may not be doing a costume. I don't know yet. I haven't really figured it out whether or not I want to or not. May decide to take my Superman leather jacket and grease it up for Eugene. For Eugene, and go rocking and rolling, and slick my hair back with a little bit of grease, and grease it up with do a John Travolta-esque Superman. There we go. So. Instead of singing Sandy, it's Lois.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So again, you never know. Now you can ask Dennis. We have done a Greaser 50s character.
Yes,
we have.
Yes.
So check it out. Matter of fact,
we've done Cowboys, we've done Greasers.
Yes. We have done the Grease Lightning. I have done a John Travolta-esque Superman. Yes, I have.
It was funny the year that we did the 50s, Greaser stuff. I saw a couple of my classmates that were walking along. Two great gals,
Right.
So I just walked up in between my Dingle Dangle dolls, and they were like, "Oh, good Lord." Because I was dressed in black jeans,
right,
a black shirt, and gray T-shirt, and rolled up sleeves, looking all 50s. But I had on the cowl. I was like, Dingle Dangle doll, and they were like,
yeah. Well, I had the blue jeans. I had blue jeans. I had a black shirt on with the red Superman logo, tight rolled sleeves, the cuffed jeans with the boots, and then had my hair slicked back with the curl, with the S curl,
right.
And just walking around. I'm Superman. Clark Kent. Hey, how are you? The funny thing is Smallville TV series actually did an era in that. So, one of the flashback eras where Jor-El actually showed up in Smallville
and got busy with Lana's great aunt.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You go
check
it
out. So check out Toyman. Again, Eddie Deason will be in.
Could you imagine if Jor-El would have been Lana's grandpa, and then Clark gets with Lana, and whoa, that would that'd be like Alabama or Arkansas, but in Kansas. Oh my God! And with Krypton folded into the mix.
Hold on a second.
It would have been like, look at the Kent family tree. It's like a bramble bush and a telephone pole at the same time.
I'm waiting for Mom to come down here and slap you. Especially if I'm
Oh, again, this weekend, Eddie Deason, Toyman, on the 7th, he'll be in O'Fallon at the theater, doing a Q&A and introducing the movie Grease. And then get your ticket stub. Come to the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton, Missouri for Toyman. You get in for free. Again, it's an awesome show. Come out and hang out with us. Hang out with Eddie Deason. And again, you never knew who you're going to be. All right, have a good weekend, or have a good week. Have an awesome weekend, and see you guys next Monday. And you never know what the heck we're going to say.
That's right.
We love you. Thank you. Check out our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our YouTube page, all under Heroes for Kids, Perryville Mo.
Yes.
Bye.